Well, this video's been a long time in the making. Um, oh, I found a true Clovis point. Oh, I don't know. I think it's been 2 years ago now. And there was another really awesome. It's part of the Great Basin series points. There was one that, and it's a first one for me, but it's what's called a Lind Coulee, and if you guys look it up, anyways, you'll see that it falls within that Great Basin stem series points that includes Lake Mojave, the Haskets, they're considered a late Paleo to early Archaic point. Anyways, had 2 points restored, and here's the Clovis. And what I'll probably do is, I've actually saved the video clips of when I found both of these. I've got a good insight too of the Clovis point, but I picked up the Lind Coulee point before I realized what it was. Anyways, there's the Clovis point, restored to its glory. I'm not sure why. Well, this is the first paleo point that's fluted point that's made out of obsidian for me. And so almost the little paleo points that I find, they're not true Clovis points. They're probably a few hundred years after the Clovis point, and they're always manufactured differently. And I don't know. Early on, I think the very first video that I made, I showed a bunch of those and called them Clovis, even though technically they're not. But because I find Humboldt points, which are made, pretty similar to the Clovis points, that's why when I initially saw this one, it confused me. But after I got it home, I realized the fluting, obviously the fluting, double fluted, with definitely percussion, smacking the end of that thing, and it's ground. And this is one of the very few points that I've ever found that I can actually feel the grinding. A lot of people talk about grinding, and I don't know if there's materials out here, but anyways, this one is definitely ground. Turned out nice. Very happy with it, and thanks to a very good friend of mine who made it happen. Restored it to its glory. Some people, they never want to restore points, but and these two were the first for me. Not that I would do it often, but I might have a couple more that more than likely I'll have them restored too. But I had to on this one. And on the video, and I'll include some clips from when both of these were found. But on the video, I was talking about this one undergoing what's called an obsidian hydration test on it. And it's where they took a small sliver, and it has something to do with being able to determine I think the water that was in it one time, how it finally leached out. Anyways, I'm not sure exactly the scientific part of how the obsidian hydration works, but this one did come back 13,000 plus. So she's the real deal, and just a beautiful point. And again, how could I not have that restored? So classic. Anyways, there's that one, and this one is just insane. And I don't think it got exaggerated a little bit on the tip. I mean, obviously the guy who restored it knew what he was doing. But that thing is just crazy. and the restored part starts about right there. But just the length of it just blows me away. And this is the Lind Coulee. And if you guys look up Lind Coulee, you'll see there's 3 varieties, and this one's would be what I would consider a type 3, and just incredible. And when I found this one, I saw, obviously the tip was gone, and I just saw just a tiny bit of it. Popped it out of the ground, realized what it was, and thought, oh boy. And this is another, well, if you care to check out the info on the Lind Coulees, the Type 3, they think it might even be about the same time frame as the Clovis point. So it turned out nice, and they will find a nice little permanent home in my room here. So if you guys are, I don't know if I'm trying to encourage you guys to restore them, but hey, why not? Again, I don't think I'll do it a lot, but every now and then you've got to. Thanks for watching.
Boy, there's a heartbreaker. Another Humboldt, but I can see that tip is gone. But man, that sucker's wide. My goodness. I think that tip is gone. Yeah. Ugh. Good Lord. Man. What a shame. God, it's almost looking older than a Humboldt, but I think that's what it's got to be. Wow. Oh, well.